Natasha, Sweet or Nadia, checking in. It's been a while since I did a video, and I'm checking in here with my fro. Just about every style I wear with my own natural hair. It's not a protective style with extensions, or protected style where I have my hair braided or twisted up. Is a fro in the summertime. My hair, as you can see, froze up very, very easily. It's very dense, right? It's thick, and the individual strands are quite coarse. And I am for those of you that follow the hair typing system, I am a type 4 kinky, coily person. I have different hair textures in my hair. The back of my hair is much looser than the rest of it. The front is probably the tightest, but I'm a type 4. I'd say 4A, 4B, just for reference. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, my hair is thirsty, needs moisture, usually needs heavier, creamier conditioners and moisturizers, and absolutely loves castor oil. Loves it. But so anywho, I've been doing a series of protective styles and taking them out way too early. I'm going to attempt another sew and weave install. I have ordered the Fro Natural Hair, and I'll put a link in for the private stock hair website, and some links to some of the YouTubers, Tony Daly and Janelle from or Black is Beautiful from kinkycurlycoilyme.com have had either wig or sew and weave installs with the Fro Natural Hair, and it's looked wonderful. I like private stock hair. I have a video where I showed the Go Natural Hair, which is very nice hair, but it's a bit curlier. Has more of a curl and less of a kink than my hair has, and I want to leave my edges out and not have to work really hard to blend them. So I'm going to try that, and I'll come back when I'm doing when I've gotten that install. I'll probably do an unboxing and then show the completed install after I finish getting it done. So anywho, so my hair, I had done a fairly damp twist set last night. I sprayed it with Oyens, one of Oyens juices, mixed with some of my castor oil mix. So basically, mostly the Oyens juices, which is a kind of a very light leave-in spritz or revitalizer. It's got purified water. It's got glycerin in it. My hair loves it, and some other wonderful ingredients, and some of my castor oil mix that up. So say you have an 8-ounce bottle, it's like maybe 7.5 ounces of the wet leave-in, and maybe a half ounce to an ounce of the oil mixture, and just mix that up. And basically, I had my hair was a fro. I put it in sections, and each large part I made, I sprayed my scalp first. So I sprayed my scalp along the part, and then made smaller parts in each section and sprayed my scalp with that mixture. Kind of worked that in. Of course, in spraying my scalp, some got on the hair. I pulled that down, and then I spritzed the end. So not soaking, but very pretty damp. And then I used the whipped pudding from Oyens Handmade on my ends, and then a little bit on the ends, and then on the length of the hair, detangled kind of with a medium tooth comb, starting at the ends, and then twist it. And actually, I had very good definition. I can't really complain. My hair, because it's so thick, it takes a long time to dry, even when I'm just spritzing it and not full on wash your hair, submerge it mode. So it was about, I'd say 90% dry, maybe 95% dry this morning when I took it out, but it had very good definition. But I went in with my hands, did all that, and then I picked it out because I like wearing a fro. But it's summertime. I live in New Jersey. Most of the East Coast is very humid in the summertime. Today's no exception. Lots of humidity in the air, which is a blessing and a curse, because when it's very humid, my hair doesn't have a problem retaining the moisture, so it feels really soft and very moisturized. However, humidity is going to make everything swell, so it swells, shrinks, everything. So I figure why fight it? Go with the fro. The most I'll do is try to make the fro bigger, right? I'm not going to achieve a sleek, defined twist out myself. So why not go for big? So and as you can see, I have, and this is not fully shrunken hair, right? But I have a ton of shrinkage. Not unusual for natural ladies with highly textured hair, and if you have my type of hair texture, this is not unusual at all. If I hadn't twisted it and kind of detangled it last night, it would be even more shrunken when I woke up. But the shrinkage is also what makes it kind of stand up and gives me height. So everything's a give and take. So what I'm going to attempt to do is just kind of stretch it out a little bit more. Again, not for definition, but basically for some stretch, just so the fro will be a bit bigger. So I'm going to section it off, and I don't know if I'm going to twist it or braid it. I'm struggling with braid outs because it's a lot of work, and if I'm not getting the definition at this time, I'm like, what's the point? And I actually like the way twists look when they come out, the way that curl pattern looks. But you do get kind of more stretch because there's more tension when you braid. So I'll decide which one I'm going to do. So I'm going to put it in sections, spritz with a little water. It's very, very, very moisturized. The moisture was sealed in very nicely yesterday. So I think I'm going to spritz with water, maybe just a little bit when I manipulate. Not a lot, and I don't think I'm going to put any more product on it. And I'll come back and show you whether I decided on the twists or the braids. And then once it's dry, or tomorrow or whatever, I'll come back and show you how I take it out. So and I'm back. I'll make sure I throw it out. It is about, all right, guys. Talk to you soon. Maybe 4.5, 5 hours from when I twisted up my hair. I think I mentioned before, my hair is really takes a long time to dry. So I did sit under a bonnet dryer for on the low, like I guess just warm setting, just so some air could circulate in there. I sat under there for about maybe 45 minutes or so, and it feels like my hair is pretty dry. So I ended up just twisting it in large sections. I have 4 big twists on either side and 1 twist at the top here. And I'm just going to take a little oil, whatever oil I have around. It's normally my castor oil mix, but whatever oil I have, just to make my hands slick. And take out the big twists. Again, I have product in my hair from twisting last night, so all I did was just dampen it a bit, and I was trying to achieve some more stretch. There is some definition in here, and if I had done smaller twists and detangled, and it wasn't like absolutely humid, I could have had a more defined twist out. But I'm going for my beloved afro, working with what my hair wants to do instead of against it. So I'm going to start by just putting my hands in, loosening up the roots. Okay. Just feels so good just to rub your scalp sometimes. Okay, and now I'm going to, so it's pretty fairly loose, and you see that it has some texture in it, so it's going to be a fro, but a fro that has a little texture in it. And I'm going to take, I go through different picks and liking different types of picks at different times. You can use a regular plastic pick. I have the pick with the fist on the end and the metal teeth. Whatever pick you're in the mood for is fine, but I'm liking this 3-prong pick here lately. And I use this to, if I want to smooth and detangle my hair when I'm doing like midweek retwists and things like that. So dual purpose. I'm just gonna slide it into the roots, pull it, and I know I'm picking up some sound here. It may sound like, ooh, it's really rough, but it's not. That's just how basically any comb or, you know, instrument sounds when it's going through my hair. Alright, and as you can see, got lots of volume here. And I'm just gonna come from a couple different angles. I don't pull the ends of the pick all the way through the ends of my hair. Typically, sometimes if I'm just going for like an out and out, just fro to the max, maybe, but usually I don't. Pull it almost all the way to the end, lift the hair and move it the way you like, and play with the shape a little more. I like it very full on the top. I'll try to make sure I don't have any gaps in there. Okay. Alright, so that is basically it. And you know, you can pat, tweak, pick as you would see fit. Let me turn around. And that is the fro for this evening, at least. So good catching up with you guys. I again will come back on, most likely do an unboxing of the private stock Fro Natural hair, and then let you you know, come back in for initial thoughts after I have the sew and install for my next protective style. Thanks guys. Bye.